Master these 10 female weaknesses and gain control. Imagine this. You're standing in front of a woman who appears entirely out of your league. She's self-assured, attractive, and accustomed to men going above and beyond for her. Yet, she looks at you differently. Not as another person attempting to impress her, but as someone she can't quite understand. Someone she wants. What if I told you that women, no matter how confident or independent they appear, have psychological weaknesses? Most guys fail to recognize flaws in their emotional armor. And if you recognize your flaws, you will not just attract women. You will be able to influence the dynamic without even trying. This is not about manipulation. It's about understanding what motivates women subconsciously. Because attraction defies rationality. It is emotional. Most guys appeal to the surface, hoping to impress with words, money, or appearance. But which males truly capture a woman's attention? They tap into the powers she cannot resist. Before you go any further, make sure to get your free ebook. It is waiting for you in the description or pinned comments section below. It normally costs $37, but because you're here now, you can receive it for free. You'll be shocked by what you discover inside. Let's look at the first hidden flaw that offers you an unfair advantage over 99% of males. Weakness 1. The desire for emotional retreat. Most males believe that women are logical in love. They chose relationships based on stability, appearance, or even rank. But the truth is that women fall for the experience that a man provides them, not the man himself. Women seek a man who transports them to a different emotional realm. Why do you believe they fantasize about bad boys, intriguing strangers, and forbidden romances? It isn't because they seek difficulty. It's because they're addicted to experiencing something unexpected and different from their daily routine. And this is where most men fail. They are too predictable. They text her in the same manner every day. They agree with everything she says. They make her feel relaxed yet not alive. And this is precisely why so many men find themselves in the buddy zone. They offer camaraderie, but they do not elicit strong enough feelings to make her see them as anything more. So, how will you take use of this? You need to establish an emotional contrast. Women don't fall for guys who are just pleasant. They fall for the guy who makes them feel something. Begin by introducing uncertainty into your encounters. Do not always be available. Rather than agreeing with everything, challenge her opinions. Tell stories that transport her to a new universe. The idea is not to be yet another predictable alternative. When a woman perceives you as an experience rather than a guy, she will be more than merely interested. She will be hooked. And while we're on the subject of hooks, consider another vulnerability that most women will never admit to. Weakness 2, an underlying devotion to strict boundaries. There's a reason why the men who pursue women the most are never the first to do so. It's because women aren't wired to respect males who give themselves away so cheaply. Most men believe that being nice, available, and always accommodating will make a woman like them more. In fact, it accomplishes the reverse. It causes her to take you for granted. Women are naturally drawn to males who establish the tone in a relationship. They prefer a man who isn't scared to say no. A man who appreciates his own time, mission, and self-esteem. Because such type of man is rare. Think about it. A lady will never acknowledge that she seeks a challenge. But consider who she spends time with. It is never the guy who makes himself overly available. It's the one she believes she needs to work for. And here's the secret. Women constantly test males, whether they recognize it or not. They will cancel plans merely to test if you would follow up. They'll press your buttons to see whether you crack. They will attempt to dominate the conversation in order to see if you will back down. But the moment she learns you are firm in your values and will not bend to please her, she stops testing and begins to respect you. What about respect? That's the cornerstone of genuine attraction. So, if you ever feel that a lady is losing interest, ask yourself if you're standing firm or merely attempting to keep her happy. Women do not fall for males who offer them everything. They are drawn to individuals who make them work for their success. And once you realize this, the entire game of attraction shifts. Let's talk about another vulnerability that keeps women chasing, even when they aren't aware of it. Weakness 3, the excitement of uncertainty. Consider the last time you became engrossed in a television show, a film, or a novel. What kept you riveted to your screen? It was not the predictable bits. It was the tension, the mystery, the sense of not knowing what would come next. Now, here's something most men don't realize. Women experience attraction in the same manner. The more predictable you are, the easier you are to classify. And once she knows she has you, the chase ends. But if you remain just out of grasp, if she can't quite place a label on how you feel about her, her mind will begin to obsess over you. Women admire a man who can create doubt in a controlled manner. They don't want total pandemonium, but they do want a man who keeps them on edge. And this is why so many women are drawn to men who aren't excessively eager to please. Ask yourself this. Do you immediately respond to her messages? Do you always tell her how much you like her without allowing the tension to build? Do you reveal all of your emotions up front, leaving nothing for her to ponder about? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, you're probably making things too easy for her. This does not mean you should engage in infantile mind games or act distant for no reason. But it does imply that you should allow room for mystery. Wait a moment before responding to a text message. Allow her to wonder rather than immediately telling her how you feel. Instead of always being available, have her earn your time. This does not make you a bad guy. It makes you valuable. Women seek excitement, adventure, and guys who do not give themselves up as a cheap gift. When she's confused where she stands with you, she starts thinking about you nonstop. She begins chasing, which is when the tables turn. Weakness 4, the magnetic attraction of leadership. Most men believe that being pleasant and accommodating will win a woman's heart. But women do not fantasize about following a man who follows them. They fantasize of a man who leads. This is something you see everywhere. The most sought men in history, whether in film, business, or real life, are those who move with purpose. They do not beg for permission to exist. They make their own decisions, stick to them, and expect others to follow or be left behind. Women are naturally attracted to this. They may not always say it, but a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to pursue it is irresistible. Think about it. Have you ever seen a lady fall head over heels for a guy who keeps asking, "What do you want to do?" instead of making his own decisions? Have you ever observed how men who are appreciated by both men and women are the ones who act without hesitation when the time comes? Have you ever heard a woman say, "I just love a guy who lets me make all of the decisions"? No, exactly. This does not imply that you should control or rule a woman's life, but rather that you should be determined. Do not inquire, "Where do you want to eat?" Instead, say, "We are going here. You will love it." Do not wait for her to make a move. Take the lead. Do not be afraid to disagree with her. If she respects you, she will appreciate your ability to think independently. Weak men follow, strong men lead, and women notice the difference. When she realizes you have a plan for your life, with or without her, she will be more than intrigued. She'll be drawn to you in ways she doesn't comprehend. And once she starts looking up to you, you'll be the type of man she never wants to lose. Weakness 5. Desire for a man who does not require her. Here is the biggest secret of all. Women do not want to be the center of your world. They want to be invited into an interesting world. Most males get this totally wrong. They make a woman their priority too early. They abandon their aims and begin to structure their lives around her. And do you know what comes next? She loses interest. Not because she is malicious or intends to hurt you, but because when a woman believes she is the only thing fueling your happiness, she loses respect for you. Think about it. Why are women obsessed with celebrities, sports, and high achievers? Why do they fall for men who appear to have more going on than just a relationship? Why do women choose the man who isn't always available over the person who is always present? It's simple. They want a man with a purpose. A woman prefers to feel that she is a part of something bigger than herself. When you have a vision, a goal, and a life that fascinates you, with or without her, you become instantly appealing. But once you start revolving your life around her, you become replaceable. So here's how you can make sure this never happens. Keep your mission at the heart of your existence. Women are drawn to men who are going somewhere. Never cancel your plans solely to be available. She respects a man who is strong about his priorities. Continue to be unpredictable. Your time is valuable. Make her earn it. When a lady sees that you are fulfilled, focused, and thriving on your own, she will not merely be drawn to you. She will feel fortunate to be a part of your universe. Because, deep down, every woman wants a man worth pursuing. And if you realize your flaws, you'll never chase again. She'll pursue you. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Stoic Guide for more in-depth insights into psychology, attraction, and mental mastery. Turn on notifications to ensure you never miss a video, because the next one could change everything for you. Stay sharp, stay focused, and remember that the strongest guy does not need to prove anything. See you at the next one.